Look, if you are wasting your time and energy on getting revenge, just stop. Grow up. But if you're not, send it to us. Please send it to us in an email so we can enjoy your revenge stories, which is what we got today from a Bert Show listener yesterday who found out dude that she's dating, not only dating one other woman, not two, not three, this guy, four other women.
All right, so she called him Shmeev. And she had met this dude through a trusted friend, thought he was a good guy. She was being oblivious to any of the red flags. He had met her kids, seemed to like him, but out of the blue, he decided they needed to part ways, and he blamed her and the kids. Like, all of a sudden, he wasn't cool with it anymore. Then a couple days after the breakup, she gets contacted by a woman via private message asking if she, if I knew Shmeev. And then she said, I've been dating him for over 6 months. This woman had access to Shmeev's Facebook because he logged in on her phone, and she found 4 other women who he was dating, all spread out over the state, and one he was engaged to.
Oopsie. You got to remind me later on in the show today or when we come back from our convention to ask Bert Show fam to finish this sentence, because you just said it. I thought he was a good guy. Turns out blank.
Okay. And not only that, he was also messaging with dozens of other women. Aside from like having relationships, being engaged, messaging other women. I don't know where he found the hours in the day.
Man was busy.
I mean, so busy. So the women who had been cheated on by Shmeev wanted to team up and hatch a plan. And so the woman was still maintaining this long distance relationship with him. She hadn't told him that she had all this intel. And he was going to be going on a hunting trip with his brother, leaving his truck behind, his beloved truck.
That's his currency right there, man.
And they wanted to do something to the truck to get back at him. That was going to be their act of revenge.
I've always got the email update because I think a lot of times when it comes to revenge, you're thinking about it, but then when it's actually time to execute the plan, you're like, oh, you know what? This is going to take time. It's take too much time. It's just going to take too much time. And then you don't do it, right? Or you're recruiting friends and then they talk you out of it. So did she actually go through with it or not?
Hi, Bert Show. When we knew he was gone, she made the several-hour drive over and picked me up.
Who did?
The woman who was maintaining the long-distance relationship with Shmeev and who found all these other women on Facebook.
Okay, got it.
Because now the two are linking up.
Okay.
The ex and the current long-distance relationship.
Got it.
Who are both had been with Shmeev. Right. One currently still with Shmeev. He doesn't know.
And they both didn't know about each other, so they can't. We've heard this on the Bert Show from time to time where a woman scorned. There's only thing worse. Women scorned. So 2 or 3 get together and create the revenge themselves.
We turned our cell phones off and headed out to his house. We were giddy with excitement. We had our supplies ready and had done lots of research. Turns out that if you really want to destroy a vehicle, 2 pounds of fine-grained artist sand in the oil compartment is very effective.
Does anybody know what that is?
No.
All I see is sand and oil compartment, and that does not sound good.
No, I mean, I feel like that ruins the engine forever. Like, you would have to completely replace the engine.
Dang, I don't have the balls to do that kind of revenge, but it would be something really, really nice.
Again, is that like a crime?
I think it is.
That's a crime.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody's property, of course.
Definitely a crime.
Yeah. Well, there's no evidence, though. So it's not like she emailed the radio station and they talked about it. And they could use it as evidence.
The best part was that because she was still pretending to be in the relationship with him, she happened to be on the phone with him when he got home from his hunting, and while he was talking to her, he started up his beloved truck. About 30 seconds later, she heard a very loud explosive noise and a lot of cursing and confusion from him. He was looking all over to see what happened, and when he looked under the truck, he said, "Oh, F. The engine frame is broken. I am confident that there is no repairing the damage, and I have 0 regrets. So from now on, whenever someone comes to me with any kind of revenge story or for advice about revenge, I'll simply say, sand."
That must feel really good for her. I don't have the nats to pull that off.
I don't either.
I don't, man.
It's not in me.
Have you guys ever done that? Any kind of revenge at all?
Nah,
Me neither.
never.
I just don't have it
I
in
was
me.
never that person.
Like, this would be the kind of thing, if I was looking at it from afar and watched the damage that I just did, I would be A, shocked that I actually pulled it off, and B, once I walked away from it, feeling really bad about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. There would be no enjoyment in it for me. Like I wouldn't be able to. Now, sitting back and watching like things happen to my head, like basking in their downfall, that's a different story. I don't feel bad about doing that, but actively doing something, I prefer to let the universe take its course.
I don't want the karma.
Yeah.
I know somehow I feel like it comes back to you either way. And I know myself. I would get caught. I'm horrible at things like that. It's not for me.
You and me both.
Yeah, I would get caught.
I would so get caught.
You would leave a trail of sand behind you that goes right to your apartment.
Right to my house. Right up to the bed that I'm laying in.
Now, when I crawled through the doggy door, I wouldn't say that was revenge. That was just Mission Impossible looking for evidence of cheating.
Right.
And then once I found that, no, I mean, again, I didn't do anything.
I like the more subtle, like, revenges. We've had people call up and say, if you really want to get back at somebody, like, steal their wallet. You don't have to take the cash. It's not about the cash. It's about them having to stand in line at DMVs. It's about them having to every single day go and get another credit card. Finding another social security card, which is a real hassle also. That way they're remembering you all the time. All the time.
Yep.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.